Welcome to California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge, online course number 550. This course was created by the California Department of Education, Nutrition Services Division, and was recorded in November 2020. Target audience and reference resources. The California Farm to Summer Week Challenge is intended for summer meal program sponsors. In this course, I'll refer to all programs as sponsors. Throughout this course, I'll refer to web pages that may be helpful in implementing the required activities of California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge. The links to all web pages are in the Reference Resources section adjacent to this video and on California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge course webpage. Objectives. At the end of this course, sponsors will understand the requirements for completing the Farm to Summer Week Challenge, view examples of activities from 2 school districts that completed the challenge in 2019, know where to find resources for agricultural-based education and for contacting community partners for assistance, and understand the process for obtaining a One in a Melon trophy. When is Farm to Summer Week in California? Check California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage for the current week. And let us know if this week does not work for your agency when submitting the California Farm to Summer Week Challenge pre-survey. Based on the feedback we received, the week could be changed in future years. The link to the pre-survey is in the Reference Resources section adjacent to this video and on California's Farm to Summer Week course webpage. What is California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge? California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge is simple. Sponsors complete 3 activities at least once during the week designated as Farm to Summer Week. The 3 activities are: 1. Serve 1 fresh food item from a local source. We're referring to this activity as TASTE. 2. Provide 1 agricultural-based education activity. We're referring to this activity as TEACH. 3. Share what you did with your community on social media or other venue. We're referring to this activity as CONNECT. So TASTE, TEACH, and CONNECT. Simple, right? The photo on this slide shows students from Natomas Unified School District giving a thumbs up for local persimmons on the menu. What's in it for you? You might be asking yourself why you would want to purchase local foods, coordinate an agricultural-based activity, and then share what you did with your community. There are many reasons, but here are a few. First, freshly harvested food tastes better. You'll be proud of serving a high-quality meal, and you can feel good about supporting a local farmer. The photo on this slide shows a child from Natomas Unified School District enjoying a slice of watermelon. Second, children love to participate in fun activities related to food, and it's well known that adding fun activities to a summer program can increase participation, and that means more reimbursement for your program. A final reason to participate in the Farm to Summer Week Challenge is that when you showcase your program's activities on social media, it makes you look good. It increases your program's visibility in the community. Go ahead and brag a little, or a lot. Let's go over each of the 3 required activities in detail. Number 1, serve children at least 1 fresh food item from a local source. We refer to this activity as TASTE. When thinking about purchasing local foods, we usually think of purchasing freshly harvested fruits and vegetables from a farm or a farmer's market. While fresh fruits and vegetables are delicious and easy to put on the menu, don't forget there are other food items that might be locally sourced as well, including meat, poultry, and fish, beans, eggs and cheese, grain and flour, and milk. The photo on this slide shows tacos made from local fish. Yum! California Thursdays. Did you know that currently over 3,000 schools in California in 89 districts across the state participate in California Thursdays, which is a collaboration between the Center for Eco-Literacy and a network of public school districts to serve healthy, freshly prepared school meals made from California-grown food at least once per week. Starting with serving a California Thursdays meal just 1 day a week, districts gradually revamp their practices so that freshly prepared and locally sourced food can become an everyday event. If you're one of the 89 school districts already participating in California Thursdays and serve summer meals, meeting the Farm to Summer Week Challenge will be a breeze. The photo on this slide shows a California Thursday freshly prepared meal made with local ingredients. It includes a salad made with lettuce, carrots, cucumber, beans and cheese, an apple, and a burrito made with local rice, chicken, butternut squash, and red bell peppers and tortilla. Defining local. Some sponsors aren't near a farm. Fortunately, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, or USDA, allows sponsors to define local based upon their own unique geography and climate, where they're located, and on the abundance of local food producers and manufacturers. Here are some examples of how local could be defined. The first circle over the map of California depicts local as within Sacramento County. The second circle depicts local as within a 250-mile radius, and the third circle depicts local as within the state of California. Keep in mind that the definition of local may change with the seasons or type of product purchased. For example, the definition of local fruits and vegetables might be within county lines, but if there is only one dairy in the county, then the definition will be too restrictive for dairy products and must be expanded to allow these products to come from additional sources. Therefore, the definition of local for dairy could be within 250 miles, while the definition for fruits and vegetables could be within the county. The bottom line is, sponsors are given a lot of flexibility in defining local so that everyone can put local foods on their menu. Sponsors with vended meals often wonder how they can get locally sourced food items. First, ask your vendor if they know the origin of the food items on the menu. You may have already been receiving locally sourced items and don't even know it. If not, learn how to use the geographic preference option when writing specifications for a contract to increase the opportunity for locally sourced food items on your menu. For more information about local procurement, visit the California Department of Education Farm to School program webpage. If you're not able to obtain confirmation from your vendor about local food items on your menu, and you already have a contract in place, consider purchasing produce directly from a farm or farmer's market for taste testing. Some examples of produce in season in June are apples, apricots, carrots, peaches, plums, nectarines, and tomatoes. Let's delve a little further into the second required activity for the Farm to Summer Week Challenge, which is to provide at least one agricultural-based education activity. We refer to this activity as TEACH. There are many free resources available for agricultural-based education activities. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. You will find many free resources you can download on the California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage. The link is in the Reference Resources section adjacent to this video and on California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge course webpage. Let's review 3 agricultural-based education resources for school-age children as examples that can be downloaded at no charge. The first resource is Abundant California, Nourishing Students, created by the Center for Eagle Literacy. This resource includes fun and flexible enrichment activities that help children learn how fruits and vegetables grow, how they get from the field to the plate, and what makes each unique. Another excellent and probably very familiar resource is Harvest of the Month. This resource was developed by the California Department of Public Health for schools to provide seasonal food tastings, sample cooking activities, recipes, family newsletters, literature hyperlinks, and more. Activities can be shortened or enhanced and lend themselves to many different situations. The California Foundation for Agriculture in the Classroom also offers a variety of resources for educating students in kindergarten through grade 12. You may be hesitant to take on an education activity alone, but you may be able to receive assistance from state or community partners. They may be able to come to your site and conduct educational activities for you. Contact them early. This slide gives some examples, but there are many more. Your local health department is a good place to start. Ask for staff that might provide Harvest of the Month nutrition education activities. 2 other organizations that may conduct an activity for you include the Dairy Council of California and the University of California, Davis CalFresh Healthy Living Program. Local libraries make great partners. Some of them have mobile book libraries that might come to your site. Master gardeners in your community are another resource. They're required to volunteer a certain number of hours in their community each year. Lastly, the Girl Scouts came out to one site last year and led an education activity. The photo on this slide shows a dairy farmer talking to children about dairy products. He was able to bring a cow to the site utilizing the Dairy Council of California's mobile dairy classroom. Contact information for all of these organizations are included on the Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage. The link to this webpage is in the Reference Resources section adjacent to this video and on California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge course webpage. The third required activity to complete the California Farm to Summer Week Challenge is to share what you did with your community to showcase the good work you're doing. The most popular way to share what you did with your community is to post photos with text on social media. The three most popular social media venues are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also highlight Farm to Summer Week activities on your organization's webpage or in a newsletter. The ideas are endless. You might even ask the press to attend an event. Examples of the 2019 California Farm to Summer Week Challenge. In the next several slides, I'll highlight two school districts that completed the challenge. The first school district is Natomas Unified School District. Food Service Director Vince Coggin is pictured here on the left with third grade students and local farmers from Fiery Ginger Farm in West Sacramento. The second school district is San Luis Coastal Unified School District. Food Service Director Erin Primer is pictured in the photo on the right with a chef and students from one of her elementary schools. Natomas Unified School District, 4 varieties of tomatoes for tasting. Let's review how these two food service directors met the Farm to Summer Week Challenge, starting with Vince from Natomas Unified School District. He invited a local farmer to a third grade classroom during Farm to Summer Week. The farmer conducted a tomato taste test followed by the Tomato Salsa Challenge enrichment activity. Both activities are outlined in the Center for Eco-Literacy's resource guide called Abundant California, which was mentioned earlier. For the taste test, the students tasted 4 different types of tomatoes, shown on this slide: Early Girl, Carolina, Berkeley, and grape tomatoes. They were washed and cut up into pieces. Toothpicks were available to spear each tomato for tasting. The photo of this slide shows 4 varieties appearing very different from each other. The students tasted one variety of tomato at a time and were asked to describe the flavor of the tomato using index cards that contained different adjectives. The farmer explained that taste buds change over time, so they might be surprised to like something later that they didn't like now. The photo on the left shows a student that selected savory and flavorful as his adjectives. The photo on the right shows a student proudly displaying his choices, refreshing and juicy. As the students held up their index cards, the farmer wrote down each student's description. This was a simple activity, yet engaging and fun. After the students tasted the 4 different varieties of tomatoes, they received a big surprise. Salsa made from the 4 varieties of tomatoes and chips were served. The photo on this slide shows the children giving a thumbs up to the chips and salsa served. They literally cheered. This activity is just one example of an activity that could be replicated in your summer program. Here's a sample tweet to complete the Farm to Summer Week Challenge. I'm feeling good from my head to my toes, tasting fresh local tomatoes during the Farm to Summer Week Challenge. Hashtag CAF2 Summer Week at CDE Nutrition. We encourage everyone to add the hashtag CAF2 Summer Week and add the CDE Twitter handle by adding @CDE Nutrition. Let's review another example of a school district that completed the challenge. Erin Primer, the food service director from San Luis Coastal Unified School District, purchased strawberries from a farm in Oxnard, California, 140 miles away from her district, and served them on her salad bar. This met the first requirement to serve a locally sourced food item or taste. The photo on this slide shows the local strawberries on her salad bar. Although Erin met the requirement for serving a local food by including strawberries on her salad bar, she also decided to make strawberry lassi for taste testing. She found a recipe for strawberry lassi in one of the Center for Eco-Literacy Abundant California enrichment activities. In a blender, she combined 2 cups of strawberries, 2 cups of plain yogurt, 1 cup of ice, and blended until smooth. The photo on this slide shows the blender full of strawberry lassi. This activity also meets the requirement for serving a local food. Agricultural-based education. To meet the second requirement for the California Farm to Summer Week Challenge, Erin implemented the strawberry enrichment activity in a 5th grade classroom using the Center for Eco-Literacy's Abundant California Nourishing Students curriculum. The photo on this slide shows her teaching the students the parts of a strawberry plant. Each child had a handout from the curriculum which showed the leaf, flowers, berries, and runners. They also read 6 facts about strawberries. The link to the Center for Eco-Literacy's materials is located under the Resources tab on the Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage. The link to the Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage is located adjacent to this video and on California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge course webpage. Erin is obviously an overachiever because she continued to go above and beyond the minimum requirements for providing at least one agricultural-based education activity and added a couple more. She had the students read the book, No Ordinary Apple. Because strawberries were on the menu, they changed the word apple to strawberry. The book focused on eating mindfully. In addition, she invited the Dairy Council of California to come talk to the children about local dairy. To meet the third requirement for the Farm to Summer Week Challenge, Erin from San Luis Coastal Unified School District posted her activities on Instagram. The post starts with SLC USD food for San Luis Coastal Unified School District food, then reads, celebrated Farm to Summer Week today at Hawthorne Elementary SLO, with @Dairy Council of CA and @SLO Public Health with California Strawberry Tastings, Rethink Your Drink, and @Center_for_Eco-Literacy Nutrition Education Lesson with 5th graders. We practiced mindful eating and tasted strawberry lassi drinks. #Farm to Summer. What a great way to share with her community all the wonderful things they did that day. Both Natomas Unified School District and San Luis Coastal Unified School District, as well as 9 other sponsors, received a 1 and a Melon trophy for completing the Farm to Summer Week Challenge in 2019. Congratulations to Vince, Erin, and all the other trophy winners posted on the Awardees tab of the Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage. Next year, we hope to post your organization's name as an awardee on this webpage as well. Steps to complete the Farm to Summer Week Challenge. Now that you've seen some concrete examples of 2 sponsors that completed the Farm to Summer Week Challenge in 2019, I hope that you have some confidence and a lot of motivation to complete the Farm to Summer Week Challenge yourself. Here are some suggested next steps for completing the challenge. 1. First, organize a small Farm to Summer Week Challenge team. This is optional, but it's always easier to have more than one person think through what to do for a special event. Review the resources that are available and consider asking for help from an outside organization as mentioned earlier. 2. Before Farm to Summer Week, take the Farm to Summer Week Challenge pre-survey to let us know that you plan to participate. The pre-survey is posted on the Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage. 3. After Farm to Summer Week, take the post-survey and let us know what you did. After letting us know what you did, the NSD will send you your own 1 and a Melon trophy and list your agency's name as an awardee on the Farm to Summer Week webpage. The professional standards crediting for this video are Key Area Nutrition 1000 with the training topics of either Menu Planning 1100 or Nutrition Education 1200. The learning objectives are utilize local food sources, especially farm to school when possible 1130, or integrate nutrition education curriculum with school nutrition programs, utilizing the cafeteria as a learning environment, include team nutrition resources 1220. The total instructional time is a half hour. Thank you for your interest in California's Farm to Summer Week Challenge. If you have additional questions, please email the Farm to School team at f2s@cde.ca.gov. The next slide provides instructions for navigating back to the course and next steps. Next steps. Ensure your screen is minimized and then select Next at the bottom right portion of your screen. Please answer a few questions to evaluate the course, and then you can print a certificate of completion if desired. We are interested in tracking the number of organizations viewing this course, so please make sure to select Submit on the final screen. You'll be redirected to the California Farm to Summer Week Challenge webpage. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.